With me now is Democratic Representative Ted Lieu of California, member of the House Judiciary and Foreign Affairs Committees. I want to ask about your reaction to the Chief of Staff John Kelly's comments about DACA recipients today. In one way, he was couching it, well, some people say they were scared and others said they didn't get off their asses. How do you take that?
John Kelly's comments were half right. Some people may be scared, and if you're scared and you're eligible for DACA, you should sign up immediately. It will protect you for the time being. But his comments about immigrants being lazy are wrong and offensive, and just factually has no bearing to reality. So if you look at the facts, immigrants as a whole commit less crimes than native-born Americans. Immigrants are less in poverty than native-born Americans, and over 40% of Fortune 500 companies were started by immigrants and their children. Those are the facts.
The fear thing, the reason that there was fear, and you just encouraged folks to sign up, was that the DACA registration would then be changed administrations and be used as essentially as a deportation list. How can you tell people as they watch what's happening in Washington, this showdown, that that fear is not justified?
John Kelly today did say that even if there was no immigration deal, that folks who are DACA eligible would not be at the top of the deportation list. They will only be deported if they committed crimes. And there's also a federal judge that has issued a decision to protect people who are on the DACA list. So I do encourage people to sign up for DACA.
Do you think they should trust John Kelly?
They should trust the federal courts and Congress. You see bipartisan support to want to fix DACA. There's a DREAM Act in the Congress that would pass the House of Representatives. I believe it also passed the U.S. Senate, except you got the president here who wants to put in some of his radical legal immigration changes, and that's what's holding things up.
Do you think his vision and Tom Cotton's vision and Steve King's vision and Breitbart's vision for immigration restrictions, do you think it's fundamentally driven by race? Do you think it's fundamentally driven by a desire to essentially maintain a white majority in the country?
Yeah. I don't know if that's what's driving them. It does sure seem like it when you see the comments by the president. But keep in mind, the proposal on family reunification is really extreme. In America, we believe in family, which means we believe that moms and dads and brothers and sisters and children are part of their family. The family reunification proposal that Donald Trump has, which he uses the derogatory term chain migration to describe, would exclude parents, siblings, and even adult children from immigrating here. That is un-American and it is wrong.
As someone who I believe is a child of immigrants, what do you think about the kind of rhetoric that we get from the president on this issue?
So I am an immigrant myself. My parents came here to seek the American dream. My parents were very much like Donald Trump's grandfather. They were poor, they did not speak English well, and when they got here, they were doing jobs that did not pay very much. But that's what makes America great. All these immigrants that come and renew America. And if you look at countries that don't have immigration, they tend to stagnate. America is great because we keep renewing ourselves, and it's the entrepreneurial spirit of immigrants that has continued to allow us to innovate. Donald Trump is trying to shut that down, and that's not going to pass Congress.
Representative Ted Lieu, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you.
I'm joined now by Cher Blue.